Hi there, welcome back to More Creating by Sue. I'm Sue and I create planner stickers that I offer for free in my shop or in my website. And I've also just opened a new Etsy shop. So if you want to check out what I have on my shop, just go to my website and click on the shop button and it will open up my Etsy page where you can find all of my planner stickers that I have for sale. If you want to see my free planner stickers, you can get those on these buttons. They'll open up the archives, and you can also go and scroll through my website and find the newer ones that I have. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I print my stickers. This is just how I do it. I have an HP printer, inkjet, normal, not very expensive. I think I got it at Sam's. I use sticker paper that I buy from Amazon, and it is just plain sticker paper, nothing fancy. It's not vinyl or anything like that. It's actually full sticker sheets that I purchase on Amazon. You can get different amounts of them. It's 8.5 by 11, so it fits in the printer and prints as a normal piece of paper. All of my stickers are created on 8.5 by 11 sheets, and they are created with the registration marks for a Silhouette Studio. The cutting machine, and they have the Silhouette files have the black line copies behind, so that when you go to print those, this part will not print. Actually, you don't want to print this from Silhouette. You want to print this from the PDF file. That way you don't have that black line. The black line is on there if you want to use them in your cutting machine. So here is how I do, and I'll show you both of those things that I do. So the first thing is you can open the file in PDF and just print it. Just go to your printer. Make sure you choose your printer. Mine is the HP deskjet 4100 series. I'm going to print it just as it is, actual size. The color, the orientation is portrait. You can choose more features and you can make those choices if you want to. I don't want to print on both sides of the paper. You can use actual PDF dimensions for paper size. You don't have to. It's already formatted to print on 8.5 by 11. If you want to resize those to fit in a different planner, there's a really good website that I use. sunnydayfamily.com has a really good tutorial on how to resize your stickers to fit in different size planners. I have just an 8.5 by 11. Well, I print mine on regular paper anyway, so but you can go in and you can read on how to resize those. So you have your mini happy planner, your classic happy planner. It tells you how to set up the page and save it in your printer so that when you go back to print, it actually will be in there that you can choose your paper size. And you can see, where is it? Mini planner, classic happy planner. When I select on these, I've set these up from her website. And I don't know why it's doing that. Not actual size. Well, let's go back and find out. So I clicked on the classic happy planner, which is 7 by 9 inches. And I think I have to fit it to the window maybe. Okay, fit. So after I've chosen my classic happy planner, then I select fit and it will make it smaller. If I want to do a mini planner, it will make it even smaller. So when I go to print that, and I don't really want to print it out, but when I go to print it, it'll be printed smaller for that size of planner. You can just use the regular 8.5 by 11, and that is how they are designed to fit into a regular size planner. So let me show you another page. So this is the boxes. So if I go up here to print, this is designed to fit into a classic happy planner on an 8.5 by 11 inch paper. If I choose the mini happy planner, it makes those boxes smaller. It doesn't use up all the space on the paper. It'll print it in this size, which is sized for the mini happy planner, 4.5 by 7 inches. So when this prints out, you're going to see these are going to be smaller than what the 8.5. So really there shouldn't be any difference in size between this and the classic planner in theory, because it's sized to fit a classic planner as printed. So then once you choose your planner size, I'm going to go back to the letter size. Once you choose that, just click print. It'll print on your paper. Don't forget to load your sticker paper in according to how your printer says to load your paper. It'll print it out and it'll be just like this. You can print it on sticker paper, on plain paper, on cardstock, however you want to print that. And then if you do print it on sticker paper, then you can take it back into your Silhouette and you can add it to you can cut it. If you choose to use cardstock or plain paper, then you have to use a cutting tool and cut it by hand. I try to make straight lines when possible so that you can use like a ruler or something to help you get those straight lines. Of course, these are images that they will work better if printed on a cutting machine, but you can cut them out by hand. You just have to be more careful with that, or just cut it as close as you can. You notice that they don't have the red outline around them in the PDF. In the Silhouette, this is your red outline. So once you get that printed on a piece of paper, then you take your paper and you put it on your printing mat, on your cutting mat. And you load your cutting mat into your Silhouette Cameo or your Silhouette, I don't know what the other one is called, Portrait, I think. You load it on there. You're going to put it on, let's just pretend this is an actual cutting mat. So my paper is lined up all the way up in the corner at the 0 point. This is a regular 8.5 by 11 inch size paper. Then you're going to go into and you're going to send it. You don't have to mess with any of this. You just open your Silhouette file, put your paper on your mat, load your mat into your cutter, click send. If you put your paper on your mat in the correct position, it will line up with this because it's printed and formed from this. You're going to see these have the red lines on them. That's because there's a black master behind it that is outlined with the red lines. So you're going to make sure that you select all of the red lines. If there was another color red here, you would select it too. Sometimes the hex codes are slightly off. I'm not sure why. So you're going to select that. Make sure you're on line up here on the top. Select the red and then choose your material. I have one saved in my material under sticker sheet. I believe it's Kiss Cut. All the way to the bottom. Sticker paper white Kiss Cut. Once that goes through, then you're going to get a force and a speed down here. And that is saying unavailable because my cutter is not turned on right now. But this should say available. Once you change all of the red lines, if there was any more red lines, you would change those to sticker paper, white Kiss Cut, or sticker paper or whatever you have. Kiss cut means that it's going to peel off of the paper, but it's going to leave that little bit of where it's sticking to behind it. And then you're going to click send, and it's going to pull it through your cutting machine. It's going to cut all of the red lines. Let's go back to design. Same thing. If I have this, you'll see underneath I have the black, but they're all outlined in red. So the only thing that's going to, let me just move this over just a little bit to show you. The only thing that's going to cut is where those red lines are. So I went to send. I'm going to click on line. I'm going to choose only the red. So I'm going to unselect this one. But you see my paper wasn't all the way on there, right? So it's going to be cutting those a little bit off. So you want to make sure that it's all the way on there. Center that on there. Go to send. Make sure you select your line, select your material. Again, mine was, I added it when I first got my machine for Kiss Cut, which doesn't cut all the way through. If you're using cardstock, choose cardstock, and it will go all the way through then. You don't have to have sticker paper to cut these on a Silhouette machine. You can cut it on any paper you want. It's going to cut on the red lines, so you'll click send, and then that will send it through your cutter. And that's how I cut, and that's how I print. So again, this is 8.5 by 11. Go to my print. Make sure you see where it is. If you need to change it, change your size. That website, again, tells you exactly how to set up, so that you only have to set this up one time, and then you'll be able to go in and choose the size of your planner. Now, if you have a planner other than a happy planner, then it gets a little more tricky for printing. It may not be perfectly sized for that, because I do design these to fit into the happy planner, but you can use it for any planner. Or you can use it for a digital planner. That's fine too. So you'll see here she tells you how to do custom sizes. That's how you're going to set up your mini planner, your happy planner, the classic. If you want to use it for a big planner, I don't think she goes into how to do that. But I'm sure there's something on the internet that can tell you how to resize it for a big planner. Or you can play around and see what you want. We know that a letter, this is for a happy planner, is 8.5 by 11. So let's see if we can find a bigger one. I'm not really seeing anything bigger than 8.5 by 11 unless it's a legal size. And then it just changes the paper, it doesn't change the printers. So you'll have to look for that. I'm sorry about that. But that is how you print. Oh, I just printed it. Oh well, that's okay. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope you're able to print. Do a quick Google search. If this tutorial doesn't help you, a quick Google search on how to print printable planner stickers. If you purchase my planner stickers from my Etsy shop, I do have a little instructional guide to try to help you. So I hope you take a look at my Etsy shop and see what I have to offer. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.